hot
If
dogs
you don't
were
like
not
boring
allowed.
news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.
Welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. As always, I'm your host, Robert.
And I'm the co-host, Crew.
How you doing tonight, Crew?
Refreshed. So when I mean refreshed because, hello, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
We all have those moments where, we're so tired from a long day at work, and we come home, we relax, we eat our dinner, and then we pass out, right?
Uh-huh.
I got home around
Yeah.
5-ish. Cooked up
Okay.
eight Oscar Mayer wieners. I was that hungry. I wanted to eat the hot dogs. The 8 of them, like 8 hot dogs. I was that hungry. Cooked them up. Took them out of the microwave. Grabbed my bottle of ketchup. No, I didn't have any bread, so I was like, I'll just eat them without bread. I squirted some ketchup on my plate. Grabbed a fork. Went to my room. Ate the hot dogs. And passed out.
So you ate a bunch of wieners and passed out.
Okay, now that sounded wrong, but okay. I ate hot dogs and passed out. Yes, I was that hungry. Okay. Now, Robert will tell you all.
Sounds like you were a little bit more than hungry.
No. Okay. No. Hold on, Robert. You know my logic here because this happened to me before. So there was a time where it was really early in the morning over the summer, right? Me and Robert went to. This was around after high school, and he stayed for the whole summer. We went to Lamar's Donuts. Nobody knows what Lamar's Donuts are. They were one of the most delicious donut places in the world.
They're pretty damn good.
We got like 24 like 2 dozen worth of donuts. All chocolate and glazed or sprinkled donuts. And he had one whole box to himself. I had one whole box to myself. Now we were gonna go hang out at the skate park afterwards after we ate our donuts and drank our chocolate milk. Well, my dumbass passed the fuck out after eating all 12 donuts in one whole box.
Well, yeah, you almost got. I remember that. You almost got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Because you told me you weren't feeling very good, and I remember you went downstairs to your basement at the time, and I was like, all right, I'm going to hang upstairs for a little bit and talk to your mom. Then I remember I came down the stairs to come get you, and you were literally snoring. You were out. You were on the bed, asleep, just out.
Yeah. This motherfucker woke me up 3 hours later.
After I was done playing video games in your room.
Yeah. It was funny,
JD.
though. Long time no see, JD. How you been?
She says he loves chocolate milk, too. Hey, guys. Happy weekend. Happy JD. It's so good to not be at work right now. I just got off work a while ago. I'm so happy my weekend started because I ain't got to work on the weekends. And good old Crew over here ate eight ate 8 Oscar Mayer wieners and passed out. He ate 8 wieners and passed out, guys. That's got to be a new
Okay,
record.
okay,
8
here,
wieners in one.
okay. Normally, whenever I cook up hot dogs, right, I'm known to eat only 4 in one setting, right?
Yeah, well, tonight you took 8.
Well, okay. Look. I didn't feel like making the burritos because normally what I'll do is I'll make me some burritos because I have the tortilla and cheese, shredded cheese.
Oh, yeah.
But I was
What kind of
like,
burrito?
okay, what?
What kind of burrito do you like?
Um, usually what I'll do is I'll cook up some meat, right? Cut up the meat, make it, and then put it on the microwave or not microwave, the oven, and then cook them up like the
Use chicken or beef or steak, or what do you use?
I use like actual hamburger helper kind of meat.
Yeah, so hamburger meat.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll cook that up, get shredded cheese, get tortilla roll-ups, and then I will make quesadillas.
Oh,
I
that
didn't feel
sounds
like doing that.
fire. I want to
Oh,
right
dude,
now.
and you love my
Make me,
tortillas. Or you love my
make me a
quesadilla. Um, but if I had flour tortilla, no, if I had like the actual like corn tortillas, they're fire, way more fire than the flour tortillas. But I was like, I don't really feel like making that. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some hot dogs because I haven't had hot dogs in a while, and we all
you were
know
just
how burnt.
getting some ears.
Yeah, I was that hungry, dude. I was that hungry. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna cook me up some hot dogs. I need to eat. I don't feel like cooking anything else. I haven't eaten hot dogs in a while. I've been so burnt out on hot dogs. I might as well just finish them because they're just wasting away in my fridge.
That's the worst, man. You
And
buy a bunch of food and eat like half the food that you bought in the fridge. I hate that. Like sometimes you like so sounds good. I want some of this. So you go to the store, you buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then the one thing you said was good, you didn't even touch for whatever reason, and it goes bad. And then before you know it, you're like, why the heck did I ever buy that?
well, okay, well,
Then I
here's the
hate
thing. My roommates, my sister and sister-in-law, always constantly get me ramen or get me
yeah.
hot dogs all the time. Nothing else. Sometimes they'll get me some soda if I don't have the money to go get me my own groceries or whatever. And I'm like, I've been so burnt out on ramen and hot dogs that I've been wanting to eat something else. Well, since I ran out of bread and ran out of sandwich meat, and I still have. Ooh, yeah, I agree. That is a good
Mac and
combo.
cheese be bomb.
That is
Kraft
a
mac
good
and cheese
combo.
be bomb. It slaps.
Now, um, I would have done that, but I didn't feel like making mac and cheese today. I normally do that. I'll make me a whole bowl of mac and cheese and just eat the entire can.
JD said you can do those microwave mac and cheese things if you don't want to cook it.
Yeah, that is true. Well,
So, so speaking of food, man, I just ate a stuffed sandwich, a triple meat, roast beef, bacon, and a ham sandwich. It was amazing.
that does sound amazing.
I'm a big, I'm a big sub sandwich guy.
See, whenever I go to the gas station, here's what I'll normally get, right? I'll get me a Monster Mean Bean, a Dr. Pepper, and I'll also get me sometimes they'll get me a cheeseburger or a spicy or breakfast chicken sandwich, depending on what they have on display.
Right.
I let
Oh yeah,
so
Jackie, it was an amazing sandwich. It was the best sandwich. It was the sandwich of all sandwiches.
this motherfucker, everybody, decides to call me. I just woke up after sleep. I went to bed at around 6 p.m. after
I
getting
know,
home,
8 weeks.
after being home for an hour. I got home around 5ish, cook up some hot dogs, put my phone on the charger, ate the hot dogs, passed out, woke up at 12 o'clock. This motherfucker calls me at 12:30. Was like, "Hey, I'm headed to the gas station. We're gonna go live." I'm like, "Oh fuck, okay." I might as well go to the gas station myself. So I got myself a spicy chicken sandwich and 2 drinks. I
Yeah, man, you gotta
I didn't
have
even know we
Dr.
were gonna go
Pepper.
live today because that's how tired I was. I was like, I don't know if I want to go live because I'm not tired.
You gotta have the Dr. Pepper.
Always.
So,
I don't
I got
function
some
without
stuff,
one.
right? For real though, I need the DP in my life. And no, I don't mean those kind of pictures. I mean the soda.
Yeah.
No. I'm not Shaitan. I don't take 8 wieners and then go to bed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I got some stuff here, brother. I got some stuff right here, man. Okay, as of April 4th, 2025, the top news headlines are dominated by the escalating global trade war sparked by the United States President Donald Trump. His imposition of sweeping tariffs. Here are some of the key headlines based on current events, guys. Stocks plunge as trade war intensifies. The global stock markets, including the Dow, is down 2,000 points. S&P 500 lost $5 trillion in 2 days. The Nasdaq is entering the bear market territory, experienced significant decline after China retaliated with 34% tariffs on U.S. goods. Um, this follows Trump's announcement of a 10% tariff on imports, with higher rates like 25% on vehicles already in effect, fears of a recession. China strikes back with tariffs and exports curb. In response to U.S. tariffs, China imposed additional levies, restricted exports of rare earths, and deepening the economic standoff between the world's two largest economies and threatening global supply chains. Fear of economic fallout growth. Analysis warns of potential global downturn, with predictions sharply rising prices, e.g., a $2,300 iPhone, and disrupted trade norms. And investors flock to safe haven assets like bonds. Russia and Ukraine conflict escalates. A Russian missile strike killed 19 civilians, including 6 children. That's a shame. In Kryvyi Ukraine, amid reports of Moscow to bolster its military with 150,000 more personnel in 2025, intensifying pressure on specific fronts. Other global developments beyond trade and conflict stories include the Myanmar earthquake with a death toll of 3,354, Israeli military actions in northern Gaza, and political shifts like South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol's removal over martial law allegations. As of April 4th, 2025, there isn't a single interesting thing happening in pop culture. Can you believe that? There's not a single interesting thing happening in pop culture right now.
Wow.
Okay, so around Netflix's April releases, particularly the return of major series, Netflix has the return of the Black Mirror series, and it also has a fan favorite return of the USS Callister, featuring Christian Milioti reprising her role as Nanette Cole. Meanwhile, brings Joe Goldberg, Penn Badgley back to New York City finals. Now living among the ultra rich, which has sparked significant fan excitement and discussion online, these releases are now trending heavily due to their established fans and their cultural impact of their dystopian narratives. Elsewhere, George Clooney's Broadway debut and Good Night and Good Luck, which premiered earlier this week, continues to generate chatter. The star-studded event, attended by names like Jennifer Lopez and um, and Kylie Mongu, Min, Min, I don't know how to say her. Minogue has mixed reviews. Some praise Clooney's charisma, others critique and praise fidelity to his 2005 film. But it keeps keeping pop culture enthusiasts engaged, especially given the trend of Hollywood stars taking the stage. That's all the news we have in pop culture. So we have a shitty little story about George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez on some movie set. Julie says, "How's the weather here?" And Julie says, "We finally got some rain here." Well, Julie, we've had rain all goddamn day.
Oh yeah, like it wasn't
Rain.
as bad as as for me. I mean, it was just sprinkling. But beforehand, before I got up and went to work, um, I got to see the after effects of the entire city. Like it was bad. Like no flooding or anything like that, but it was like everything was just drenched.
And probably covered in mud and shit.
Mm-hmm. I got some
That's the
Kansas
worst
City
part.
news.
What's the news in Kansas City right now?
Okay, ongoing news in Kansas City. So we got a quite diverse of news here. Local news, real quick. Severe weather alert. Kansas City is bracing for severe thunderstorms with warnings issued for areas south of the Missouri River. Public safety sales tax renewal. Kansas City residents are voting on April 8th to renew a quarter-cent sales tax for public safety, which we all know how that usually turns out.
Yeah, I mean
Renew
it's
bit,
just more money for them.
yeah, more money for them and new businesses. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Uh, Cosmo Burger is opening a new location in the Crossroads district, and Westlake Ace Hardware is expanding to Grain Valley and Shawnee. So we're getting
Grain
Cosmo Burger.
Valley, Grain Valley's getting Ace Hardware. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
So is
What's
Shawnee.
Cosmic Burger?
Cosmo
What's
Burger? Don't know, but it sounds good.
I've never heard of it.
Me either.
Does anybody in
Oh,
the comments know what Cosmic Burger is?
yeah,
Does anybody in the comments know what Cosmo Burger is? And if so, let us know.
yeah. Let's see. Sports news. Kansas Jayhawks. KJ Adams, Kansas senior forward, underwent successful surgery for a torn Achilles tendon.
Ooh, well, at least it was successful.
Yeah. Kansas City Royals. The Royals launched their 2025 season at Kauffman Stadium today on April 5th. So today, the Royals are going to start this season, which I'm not going to watch because I'm
That's
not a
cool.
Royals fan.
I'm not a baseball guy. I don't like baseball. It's boring.
Community
I
news.
can go.
Missing person.
I can go. I can go to a
Yeah.
baseball game and enjoy it, but I can't watch it on TV. It bores it just bores the crap out of me.
Yeah, same here. If I'm going to a Royals game, I'm only going to go if the Angels are in town, the White Sox, the Red Sox, or the New York Yankees are in town. I mainly go to New York Yankee games and the Angel games because they're the most fun.
Right. Julie says
Um,
that name reminds her of a burger from outer space.
right?
The Cosmober.
Yeah. Community news. We got a missing persons report. A person by the name of Brandon Anfison. Police have been searching for a 39-year-old man missing since March 2021 or 2000. Or no, March 21st. Sorry, had to read that correctly. And then we got local events. The city is hosting various events, including the Planet Comic Con 2025 at Kansas City's Convention Center. Which, by the way, when me and Robert did the episode where we were exploring Kansas City, what was going on around that time, Robert?
Comic Con.
Comic Con.
Oh,
And the end of the month, which I'm hoping Robert would love to go because we haven't been to T-Mobile Center in a while, and this summer there's going to be a bunch of bands, but April, the end of April, there's only one thing I really want to go to:
is it a wrestling
Monday
match?
Night Raw,
When is it?
April 28th.
Depends on if I have money. If I have money, I'll go with you.
Yeah, same. Here's the cool thing about this though. Raw's on Netflix. So,
Yeah.
but no. I heard Shinedown's going to be in town this summer. Papa Roach, a few other great bands, and Disney on Ice as well.
I wish they would. I wish they would bring Rockfest back.
Oh, I know, right? But the only problem is it's no longer at the memorial. It's over, and it would be over at Kansas Speedway
Yeah.
if they ever did bring it back. Which, when did they stop doing Rockfest?
Like 2016 or 2017, maybe.
The last one I heard sucks.
I heard it wasn't very good either. I didn't go
I mean,
to the last rock. I went to four. I went to four of the rock fests during my high school, like during when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the one after high school, and then the one that I wanted to go after to, I went to one in like 2000 and like 14, and that was the last time I went.
The last one I ever been to was we called Mudfest in 2010.
Yep.
The reason why we called it Mudfest is because it was so muddy that day that we saw mosh pits happening in the mud. We saw literally a bunch of drunks
women
going at it.
There were women wrestling in the mud.
Mm-hmm. me and Robert got separated a couple of times at Mudfest.
Couldn't find each other half the time.
And that's because what happened the first time we got separated was because right when we were going to go watch 3 Days Grace perform Let's Start a Riot, we saw the lead singer, Adam, punch Johnny Dare in the throat. And right when I turn around, Robert's nowhere to be seen, and then I get picked up to go crowd surfing.
Yeah, I remember that. And I don't remember if it was Johnny Dare that got punched or if it was somebody else that got punched, but 3 Days Grace didn't get a play that night. So, like, I'm not going to say it was Johnny because I don't know. That's all alleged.
No, it was Johnny. It was Johnny Dare. I remember specifically because we heard commotion, right, between Johnny Dare and the lead singer of 3 Days Grace. And we were both standing side by side. And
yeah,
you and I both heard Johnny Dare tell the lead singer, do not play Let's Start a Riot.
Yeah.
And Adam literally just sucker punched Johnny Dare in the fucking throat. It was so funny. And right when I went to go look at Robert, it started laughing because I love it when the lead singer gets pissed being told never play that song because it always starts a freaking mosh pit. Robert's gone. I don't know what happened to him. I guess he got
I went up in
consumed
the
by the
crowd.
crowd. Yeah,
I went up in the crowd.
yeah. I went to go look for him. I was like, "Hey, Rob, where did you go?" Next thing you know, a bunch of people just picked me up out of nowhere, and I went crowd surfing. And
Yeah,
Robert saw it happen too.
fun times. Rockfest was fun.
Oh yeah.
Rockfest was cool. So, guys, we're a lot of people right now in the world are talking about how we're edging closer and closer and closer to World War III. How do you feel about this, crew?
Well, as much as we've heard about it, and it's been talked about for over 100 years, or not
Do
100
you think
years.
it'll be the United States and Iran that start World War III, or think of China and Taiwan?
Okay, so if anybody's going to start World War III, it's probably going to be Ukraine or China, or
No, but
definitely United
Ukraine
States.
is Ukraine has already tried, and the Ukraine going anywhere. Let's
Right.
be honest. Nobody wants anymore because Ukraine is like. I'm not going to say that nobody wants to help Ukraine anymore because that's not true. And there's good people in Ukraine. I would love to be able to actually help the people and like make sure that the people get the funds that they need and the supplies that they need and not send it to the government because Ukraine has one of the most corrupt governments in the world, and a lot of the stuff isn't being used or allocated in the way it was supposed to be. Now, let me get correct for you guys so you don't get the wrong impression of me. I like the people of Ukraine. I have a Ukrainian friend, or did have Ukrainian friends in high school. We don't talk anymore, but they're very good people. They're very nice people. They're not the people causing the problems. It's literally governments of Ukraine and Russia, and it's all because Ukraine wants to be a part of NATO, and like a dummy, Kamala Harris promised NATO or promised Ukraine that they could become a part of NATO, when basically the only thing Russia ever said, the only thing that Putin ever said was off the table for Ukraine. And then basically she just comes in and she's like, "Oh, don't be silly. They can join NATO." And yeah, that's not how that works. So now Russia's all mad, but I heard that Trump's pissed off at Russia now. So I don't really know what's going on. I guess I heard Trump was talking like he was mad at Putin.
Who isn't
Did
he
you hear
ever mad
that?
at? Yeah.
I got to look that up because I want to make sure I'm getting that right. But I heard that Trump is actually mad at Putin right now.
Mm.
Is Donald
But
Trump upset with Putin right now?
but yeah, if anybody's going to start World War III, you're right about Russia being one of them. America is definitely going to be one of them, and China is another possible one.
Okay, so as of April 4th, no definitive up to the minute evidence that Trump is currently upset with Putin, but recent developments suggest tension in the dynamic. Last detailed reports from late March 2025. It indicates that Trump was indeed frustrated with Vladimir Putin over stalled Ukraine ceasefire talks. In March 30th, NBC interview, Trump said he was very angry and pissed off when Putin questioned Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's credibility. threatening 25-50% tariffs on Russian oil if Putin didn't move toward a truce within a month. He reiterated this frustration to reporters later that day. He softened it slightly, saying his anger would dissipate quickly if Putin does the right thing, and Putin knows what the right thing is. And they were set to talk that week. Since updates are sparse, and the Kremlin statement on March 31st via Newsweek affirmed ongoing U.S. Russia dialogue, but no specific Trump Putin call outcome has surfaced. So, yeah.
JD said, "Yep," about
Russia's
the
back in. Okay. What got released from prison after a month?
She sent us a video of a couple from Mexico.
There's on what platform?
TikTok,
TikTok. Just
which
sent it on.
which I'm
Okay.
hoping
Give me.
doesn't go away today.
It's not. It got a 75. It got a 75-day. Um, a 75-day.
Extension.
Oh my god! Extension. Yeah. At least that's what I heard.
Mm.
But I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I heard. I could be completely full of shit. That's just what I heard, though.
Okay.
So
Trying
sorry,
to
I'm trying
show
to get
comments,
this.
but it's not letting me show the comments.
JD says, I don't know if it's true, but I saw a YouTube video saying one of Putin's limo or motorcade vehicles was mysteriously blown up. Did anyone as well? I actually heard about that. Yes, I heard
Yeah, I
that.
heard about that too.
The day after Trump said he was pissed off, Putin one Putin blew up. I don't know, like that has no correlation, I don't think, but I did hear that.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
That's crazy. And Julia says, we've been enemies with Russia and China for ages, and we owe China millions. Could always try to collect on it now. Correction, Julie. We owe China trillions.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
will we ever pay it back? Probably not.
no, no, never. It's not going to be paid back. It can't be paid back. That's the problem. Like the better the better deal is basically to just eradicate the debt and just have the United States declare bankruptcy, like an ashamed dad that just lost and just went through a divorce. You're gonna have to claim bankruptcy, and then we're gonna have to work our way out of bankruptcy
But
as a
it's
country.
Trump we're talking about here. He will not claim bankruptcy because he's one of those.
He's done it
Oh
with his
God.
own businesses. Why not do it with America? And you might as well do it with America and then rebuild.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal opinion. If we go bankrupt, though, if America goes bankrupt, that's going to cause a lot of problems for the economy. There's a possibility of a recession. There's a possibility of things costing a whole lot more before they cost a whole lot less.
Right.
So that's kind of scary. I don't want to pay more for eggs or milk. I can't afford it now as it is. So the people are from Michigan and went to Mexico on vacation and they ended up in jail for a month. Where is this at, Julie? Like, what's this about? Because the video I saw that you sent me was about Bigfoot on TikTok. I didn't see another video.
Hold on. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, let's get this video up on the screen that Julie's talking about.
All right. Should I?
You gotta send you gotta send it to me on TikTok, bro. You sent it to me on Facebook. You can't send it to me
I
on. I
sent
can't.
the
It
link.
won't
I
open
sent
up.
a link. Oh, it won't. All right. Hold on. Hold on. I'm clicking on the
My
link
phone.
now. I'm clicking on the link now. Give me a second. Nope. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I've done told him this a million times. I tell everybody this. Send me TikTok links to my Facebook Messenger or to my phone number. You have to send it to the TikTok account directly because my phone is a Galaxy. For whatever reason, the Galaxy phones will not
Julie,
open up the links that go directly to
send it
TikTok.
to send it to me via Messenger on TikTok. Not because for some reason links are not letting me click on them.
Yeah, it's not working for you either, is it?
Mm-mm. I tried clicking
Yeah,
on certain links on Facebook. It wouldn't even let me click on the StreamYard link, so I had to literally type it in.
it's crazy. Your
Mm,
phone really don't like you today.
No, doesn't.
What kind of phone you rocking?
I got a I go through Metro PCS, right? But it's a
It doesn't matter if it's Metro
Galaxy
PCS. We're
7,
talking about.
a Galaxy 7.
Okay, I have the Galaxy S23.
Mine
I
is a
love it.
Galaxy S7 Edge.
I have the S3 Ultra. I want the S25, but they're already talking about an S26. Get
Mm.
out of here, you barbarian conscious viewer. We don't want your cheap views on streamboo.com. Get out
Yeah,
of
we're
here.
tired of the freaking stream bots.
Damn, you stream bots, and we don't like you. We want
Mm.
to put you on the barbecue grill and cook you up on the barbie and feed you to the weird animals running around in the middle of Australia. Good day, mate.
But yeah, Julie, send it to me via Messenger on TikTok, and I could get it that way.
Man, because that comic from Twitch, bro, we can't even block it.
What?
I wish Twitch. I said I hate the fact that since that spam bot comment comes from Twitch, that we can't delete it. Like we can't block that spam bot on Twitch. Like I don't have the ability on Twitch right now to go block it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a way to get onto Twitch block the spam bot from sending us spam.
Yeah.
I hate that. The only thing worse than the spam bot are the spam bot AI callers that have been on my phone lately. And you can tell it's an AI caller because they don't sound like real. They don't sound like real people. I absolutely hate it. Julie said okay, crew.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know if you could hear me or not. You went blank. It's just your picture.
That's because
So
I'm.
guys,
That's because I'm
tonight
trying to
I was
figure out what's going on real quick.
I got you. So guys, tonight I was at work, right? And I'm doing my work shit. I'm a custodian at an elementary school. So I'll tell you, I see some weird things. All right. I see some creepy things from time to time. Well, I will tell you, I was walking down the hallway and we have these long corridor hallways. Like they're like on my side, I have a hallway that's probably like maybe a 50-foot in length, maybe. It's pretty big, long hallway, and I gotta vacuum it. It's a bitch and a half. I hate it. But as I'm vacuuming this hallway tonight, I see something in the corner of my eye, and I turn to look because it looks like it's like a dark shadow. At least that's what it looks like. And it's on the wall right next to me. And as soon as I turned to look at it, this shadow shot across the wall and went around the side of the wall. And I literally went to go look at it, and it was gone. When I got to the edge, it was gone. The school that I work at is 110% haunted. We have a lady that walks around that has been seen by multiple people. She wears like a outfit like from like almost like a pilgrim outfit. This lady, it's really weird. She's like a pilgrim almost. It's my TikTok, Julie. Thank you. But it's really weird. It's huh, it's so creepy, guys. So the school that I work at, literally on this hill right next to the school, even 2 feet away from the school, is a graveyard. It's right there on the property of the school. So when you get onto that tiny grave, there's a baby buried there, or like 6 people, a baby, and a couple kids. And it's around a school. I'm pretty sure the pilgrim is ladies that is buried up at that cemetery. I never thought that I would have a job as a custodian later on in my life, and the job that I would be working would be so terrifying. And I work at night. I work at night.
Well,
It is
here's the thing.
absolutely horrifying.
Here's the thing about Blue Springs, which we're both from. Um, that town was founded in the 1800s,
Right.
and we all know how creepy that town can be.
Oh, it can be very creepy.
Um, Jesse
It's a
James, Jesse James has a and his brother or cousin, can't remember, had a house next to each other in the nature reserves called Burrock Woods over there. Um, we've had we have graveyards out the ass over there. We
yeah.
have
There's in this place. Like there's literally just graves that show up.
mhm. We
It's
have
so weird.
about 4 to 5 haunted schools uh, out there. Um, my house is haunted. My old house that I used to live at is haunted.
My parents' house that I lived at, and the weird thing is they built their house. So nobody lived in it before. We had a ghost there. We had multiple ghosts at that house, and we were the only people that ever lived in that house. So it makes me wonder about like the ground. Like, was it burned ground that we were living on?
Okay, Julie,
I
I
just
just
heard,
saw got it from you too.
I just heard this story a while back about a city or a town where these mounds everywhere and these people didn't know what they were, and they wanted to build a road through these mounds, so they decided to bulldoze the mounds.
Hmm.
And because they bulldozed the mound, they found like six. They said something like 6,000 plus bodies, and they were like, it was like an Indian burial site with human sacrifice was like a part of it. I
Sounds
don't know
about
if you
right.
that story, or I might be making that up. I don't think making it up. I could be making it up. It was I heard about it the other day, like literally yesterday or the before. I don't remember if I heard about it on TikTok, if I heard about it from Google, or where I heard that
I don't know.
story from, but I did hear that. That stuff always interests me.
Oh, Julie asked a question for you, Robert. Do you have do they have cat litter
Yes.
boxes in the school that you work for? I've heard about the that before.
No. No, there. So the school district that I work for doesn't do all that stuff. Like they are surprisingly very liberal when it comes to politics. Like it's definitely democratic, but they're more liberal and they don't really involve themselves with what we call identity politics or things like that. Like they're very good about that, so they wouldn't allow somebody to walk in the school. They're not like they don't the school system doesn't like hate those kind of kids or anything, but they don't encourage that, which that's wonderful. I don't think anybody should, and you shouldn't encourage that in a child to act like a cat, to transition to a cat. That's just disgusting. That's so disturbing. Like how do you feel about that, crew? About them putting litter boxes in some schools, regardless if that was a wives' tale or if it was true.
Well, here's the thing. Cat litter boxes, I look at it as the cat litter boxes do help. I've used cat litter if I don't have the money to go get actual salt, right? And either work.
Oh yeah, no, they're talking they're talking about kids using the bathroom and cat litter
What?
at a school.
Yeah, no. Okay, no.
Yes,
Uh-uh.
that's what that's what Julie's talking about. Is there's these kids that act like cats and identify as cats, and they want to use a litter box. So they ask the school to put a litter box in the bathroom at school. Now, I don't know if that's true or if that's a big made up story or if it's a conspiracy theory, but I've also heard it myself, and I think it's really freaking weird.
That reminds me of a video I saw on TikTok, and I also saw on a Facebook reel where these dudes get pulled over, right, by a police officer. And the police officer says, "Can I see your license registration?" He says, I don't have a license. I identify as a cat. And the police officer goes, well, since you're a cat and you don't have a license, I'm gonna need to take you. I'm gonna need to have the what are they called to take animals?
Animal control.
Animal control come and get you. It was so funny. The dude literally was like, "Oh," it was so funny. The dude didn't know what to say after that.
Yeah, that was definitely a joke. Like that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
I
have to
feel like
pull
it
up
was
that video
funny.
real quick. I'm gonna have to look up that video real quick and send it to you, and we'll both watch it. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Breaking
Yeah.
news out of Mexico. Paul and Christy are out of Mexico. This has finally happened. This Michigan couple held for 32 days in a maximum security prison in Cancun, a resort town. All of it over a timeshare dispute. They're in the air, they're flying home as we speak. If you've been following the coverage, you know that they flew to Cancun on vacation last month and were promptly arrested at the airport. Their alleged crime, having been mired in what looks like a civil dispute with a high-end hotel chain called the Palace Resorts. Let me repeat that. A timeshare contract dispute landed this American couple in a maximum security prison in Mexico for a month. It took a freshman U.S. congressman from Michigan and a top hostage negotiator from the Trump administration to spring the Achaos from that hellhole. And I do mean hellhole. The toilets didn't flush. The food was inedible, they said. Cells were overcrowded, and fellow inmates were rapists and murderers. The Achaos lost about 30 pounds each, according to friends who saw pictures of them yesterday with the congressman. Representative Tom Barrett flew to Cancun yesterday and met with them in that crumbling prison, he said. But he also met with Mexican officials. And back here at home, Adam Bowler, that hostage negotiator, was also working the phones. And early this evening, after a long and drawn-out court hearing, that congressman escorted Paul and Christy Aceo out of the Mexican custody they'd been in, and we have the exclusive video for you. Let's play it.
Where's Wyatt? There he is. Wyatt!
Yeah, I don't know who Ryan is, but I want to play this again.
Oh my God. Thank you. Where's Wyatt? There he is. Wyatt!
So they also, when they sent us these pictures, they sent us some other ones too from inside the court process that sprung them earlier this evening. So let's take those still shots because I want to describe something here. You can see Paul and Christy Aceo sitting at the table. They're wearing the white prison T-shirts, and they are signing some papers. So Paul is standing next to the wall in the white T-shirt. Christy is sitting in front of him, okay? And then behind them on his phone in the green T-shirt, that is the congressman. That's Representative Tom Barrett. And it was not but a hot minute once those papers were signed that the Achaos and the congressman were racing off to the airport in Cancun, where, like you saw at the top of the show, that jet was waiting on the tarmac. And I want to play that video up full for you as well. Take a look. So let's play that again because I want you to see as they walk up, you can see they're wearing the prison clothing that they've been forced to wear in that prison, including the slides. Don't know if they even got their luggage because when they were arrested, they had, pull suitcases, right, in the airport. But I don't know if they even got their things or they just ran because That's what many people would do. You get out of a penitentiary, you are making for the airport, leave whatever it is behind. But they're wearing their jail clothes and the jail slides, getting on that jet. It's unbelievable. Next stop, Michigan. And since they just took off about an hour and a half ago, I'm doing the math on what the flight is. They could be landing on terra firma around 11:30, maybe midnight Eastern time tonight. So we're going to watch for that as well. And I want to welcome back to this program Mallory Wilson. She is a close friend of the Akeo family. She got that text I read at the top of the show. She's very, very close with their daughter, Lindsay. They're lifelong best friends. This is breaking news, Mallory. I didn't even know that this was your text chain. I had to get that confirmed live on the air. I can't even imagine what you're going through. Tell me.
It's been a day. I mean, 24 hours ago, sitting here, I did not think that this is the situation we would be in. I'm elated to finally share that they're coming home.
That's very good that they're coming home. That sucks that it was over a timeshare. Like, oh my god, what a nightmare. Could you imagine you go to Mexico to go talk to the people about a timeshare that you don't want anymore and they're like, "Hey, you haven't been paying on your timeshare. Now we're going to put you in a security prison because you're not paying the money that we need you to be paying." And then they sat in a Mexican maximum security prison for how?
That's sad.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that's not cool. But I guess a top hostage negotiator from the Trump administration went and helped to get them back along with from Michigan.
Mm.
So at
But
least
okay,
there's still
so
good people out.
the video I sent you, I forgot about the part where he has the officer a collar and says
Yeah.
that's.
So you do currently have a California driver's license, you just don't have a physical copy on you at the moment?
That's my preferred method of identification.
And this is?
It's a cat collar. I'm currently identifying as a cat.
Fair enough. The information here on the tag, I'm assuming belongs to you, the boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's so rude. I hope you know I'm recording.
Well, it wasn't my intention to offend you, but he just identified as a cat, and you're wearing a Harriet's Waltz t-shirt, so forgive me if I came to a conclusion that you guys are involved in some sort of a homosexual arrangement.
I'm not mad that you think we're together, but you're using gendered language. Besides, I'm not his boyfriend, I'm his owner.
Okay. Well, look, we can do this the hard way if you'd like. I can have this car towed, because last I checked, a cat is not licensed to operate a motor vehicle in the state of California. We can have animal control come get you, take you to a shelter where your owner can retrieve you for a fee of $70 after you're given the necessary immunizations, which do include a rabies shot, possibly even spayed or neuter, whichever you prefer or identify with. Is that what you guys want to do here?
What should we do? I don't know. I don't have $70.
Sir, I can also request that a mental health care professional come down here on scene and do an evaluation of you because you're considering letting him take a rabies shot rather than just give me an ID, use some manners so I can give you your ticket and move along.
So do you think that's real, bro?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if that's real or not.
I don't know, but
says they're on another time. Good night, JD.
Have a good night, JD.
No, that's totally satire. That can't be real.
I know, but that was funny.
But it can't be real.
Right. So funny though.
Anything crazy happened to you lately?
Well, last 2 weeks, as the last week and this week, I have been given a checklist at work.
Oh yeah, me too. I got a checklist at work.
So they're having us do checklists now. And I don't get out till about I used to get out like between 3 and 4. Now I'm getting out at least between 4 and 5,
Right.
and I'm exhausted from it.
Does somebody coming in there and checking everything you're doing?
No, basically what happens is I have to before I leave, I have to do everything that the checklist needs. Sometimes I don't do everything because it's not needed because I've done it the previous day. But
Right.
before I leave, I have to check with the manager, seeing if anything else needs done, or they'll ask me if certain things on the checklist got done. Like Thursday, before I left, the GM was like, "All right, has this got done? Has that got done?" And he was showing me stuff that needs to be done, and I'm like, "Okay, this is going to be extra."
Right.
So
That can get annoying, especially if it's not stuff that you're used to doing, and it adds more
right,
time onto your entire run.
yeah, literally, I was asked to re-vacuum this one room, which I already vacuumed. Vacuum the lobby, which it really didn't need very much vacuumed. He asked me about the elevators. Is like, hey, did you do the elevators? I was like, yeah. So he was like, oh, okay. So the elevators done. So I didn't have to redo the elevators. And then he's like, all right. Also, before you leave, I need you to wipe down the machines in the weight room. When I already mopped the weight room.
Right.
So I'm like,
Is that a lot
yeah,
of work?
oh yeah.
You have a lot of lights in your room?
We have about 4 or 5 treadmills, 2 bikes, um, a little shelf with no, a stand with 3 to 4 shelves that have like the handles with the weights on the sides, and we have this one like machine that has like 2 handles on both sides that has those like weights stacked on each other that you pull the handle and put in like certain weights. We have that too. And
Yeah.
and then we have like these 2 balls, like the medicine balls. And we have a weight machine that you stand on and checks your weight.
Yeah.
Like the old fashioned one, not the one that shows it digitally, but like the handle will move. When you stand on it, it'll move
Yeah.
to show your actual weight. Like that. And I'm like, and then we also in there have like this little platform, this shelf with a table on it that has like 2 holes, one for towels, one for trash, and on top of it we have a shelf, like 4 different shelves with towels folded up, and then we have a TV in there. We have a bunch of mirrors, and you can see the outside where the windows are at, and we have a those old fashioned water jugs that you have to literally put
Yeah.
the big old water thing inside of it.
Yeah.
We have that too in there.
You gotta waste the water in that thing.
What?
Do they make you switch out the jug?
Sometimes, not all the time. Depends on how much water is in there. And
Right.
like certain times throughout the year, they'll have they'll have us move the machines so that way we can clean out the dust from under the machines. And they don't make us
That's
do it
gotta
by
be a lot.
ourselves. Oh yeah, but cool thing is they don't make us do it by ourselves. Management will actually help.
Well, yeah, because that becomes a liability, and if you guys get hurt, then that's on them.
Hmm. And then each floor, there's 4 floors. The first floor, which has the lobby, only has like 3 rooms: the weight room, and then the meeting room, and the laundry room, uh, and the office. But second, third, and fourth floor has 35 rooms
35?
on each floor, except for the first.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot of rooms.
Yeah, so I get a check. Okay, so I get a checklist, and then I get a list of uh rooms that are vacant, or and then or um who's going to be late, who's leaving late, and then um that's not always the same on the list each week for the rooms, right? So here's how it normally goes for me. When I All right, so I'll get there at 10. I usually get there about 10:10 because I have to walk from Truman Hospital all the way to Luck Winto where I work, and which is about a 5-minute walk. And I clock in. I'll get the checklist, then I'll get the first sweep, and the first sweep is a small list. Now, someone like the maintenance person or the housekeeping manager will usually do rooms before I get there. So whatever list they give me when I first get there, I have to meet with the maintenance person or the housekeeping manager to see what rooms they've already got done. So whatever rooms they already got done, I have to mark off on my list, right? Then
Makes sense.
and then I'll get those whatever rooms I have left done, or I will pick up the linen and the trash that are already in the hallway. And then if I go on the side on the specific floor, and I'll also check with housekeeping, see what rooms they already got done. And they'll usually tell me. And then once I get that done, I'll take all the big black trash bags and put them in the linen closet. I'll dump all the linen down the laundry chute. Then I'll go back downstairs, get a second list for the people who checked out at 11, because checkout's always at 11. And then I'll do my second sweep. And that is usually from 11. I usually do that from 11 to 12:30 or 1 o'clock, depending on how busy we get. Once I get that done, I'll start on the fourth. I'll finish on the fourth floor because that's where I stop at. Go to the linen room, grab the trash from the linen room. Go to the second floor, or no, third floor. Grab the trash from the third floor. Then I'll go to the second floor, grab the trash from the second floor. Then I'll take all that. I'll put all that trash in the that one thing we were talking about, the black cart. Can't remember what we called it. take it out, take all that trash out. Then I will literally go and grab the trash from the lobby, the laundry room, outside, the bathrooms, and the meeting room, and the office. And then I'll take all that out. And then after I get that done, that's when I'll start on the windows. Depending on if if it's really good weather out. If it's bad, I won't do windows. I hate doing windows in the cold, or if it's like snowy or uh raining. So I haven't had done.
Well,
I
yeah,
they have
there's no point in doing them with rain outside.
right. Then what I'll do is I'll get my cart that has the mop bucket and then I will fill it up. Grab a new mop head. I will what I'll do is I'll grab these yellow like wet floor signs. Go on each floor, mop the all three linen closets on all three floors, mop in front of the elevators, mop the laundry room, wipe down the I have to also wipe down the ice machines on all floors. Clean the lawn. I have to wipe down the laundry machines and take out the trash in the laundry room. Then when I get to the lobby, I have to mop the stairwell floors. Then I have to uh, mop the lobby floor, mop the weight room, m- clean the bathrooms, then mop the bathroom floors. Then I have to vacuum all four floors, and then take out trash. And sometimes I have to clean the elevators, like use stainless steel cleaner on and then mop the elevator floors.
I know about that stainless steel cleaner. I have to use it in my job on fountains and sinks and just about anything that's metallic.
It gives a really strong smell, but it does a phenomenal job.
Well, it smells like lemon.
Hmm.
Doesn't smell bad.
No, but it's strong.
It is strong.
There was one day I was mopping. I was mopping the men's bathroom. I had to remop the men's bathroom because I guess people walked in there with muddy shoes. And front desk clerk, who I know very well, her mom came in to come pick her up, and her mom said that uh, it was so strong in the women's bathroom because the smell was making it so enduring to be around. And the front desk clerk came to me and she's like, "Hey, you sprayed that way too much." I was like, "Yeah, I know." The there the everything looked bad in there, and she's like, "What you mean?" I was like, "If you saw the walls, you would understand." Because I didn't just use the
Yeah,
stainless steel. I didn't just use the stainless steel. What I used first before I used the stainless steel was I used the bathroom cleaner and sprayed everything, to get the stuff that it's hard to get off. And then I grabbed a
Mm-hmm.
washcloth or a rag and I just uh scrubbed it all off. And then I used the stainless steel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna stink. And then customers be complaining about the elevator smelling like that too. And I'm like, well, yeah. And I tell them, well, yeah, I spray a lot because I have to get a lot. I have to literally make sure there's no handprints or or any marks on the freaking stain on the steel because people like to touch the
Yeah.
freaking walls and shit.
I know how that is, man. I have to clean that stainless steel at my work too. Oh, I hate mopping the freaking floors though at my job. Like the gym floor, that gym is so big. I'm glad it's not on my side of the building anymore. The couple times that I have had to mop the gym, that's the longest job in the world, man.
Oh, dude,
Because
you
it's a
know
whole
what?
basket.
Yeah, you know what I hate mopping the most? The linen closets.
Yeah,
And here's
why?
why. Okay, every day those floors are the stickiest.
Ugh.
And they wonder why I get so tired of constantly having to mop them. They're like, the floors are sticky. I was like, I know. I told them, all right, so the housekeeping manager wants me to use the floor cleaner and then the squeegee, right?
Right.
But my preferable method to use is a mop head in the mop bucket.
Right.
Both do not get the stickiness out of the floor. Yeah, it'll make the floors nice and wet and make it to where they're easily walk on. But then the next day they're sticky again.
You guys need some degreaser.
I'm about to suggest that, and I'm also one of the assistant managers like because he noticed I was getting tired of having to clean the windows. He's like, I'm gonna talk to the GMC about getting you squeegee with the handle.
Yeah.
I was like, that, or if we could possibly get a power wash, so I don't have to, have to scrub the marks
Yeah.
that are left after spraying the spick and spat
Yeah.
window glass cleaner.
Oh, the squeegee will take care of that problem too.
That it does, but it doesn't get rid of certain. It'll do that, but it doesn't get rid of certain marks. Like I have to get like actual paper towels and do elbow grease to the freaking windows, get rid of the marks that are still there.
Yeah. Do you not have like a big cottontail brush?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you guys need to get one of those for your job.
No, we have a squeegee.
No, I know. I'm
Or-
saying you guys need to get one of the brushes too.
Right. And I do about 3 to 4 rounds of trash 3 days a week, sometimes 5, depending on how busy it is.
Trash can be so crazy,
Oh, dude,
especially
I
in my
know.
how
Let me tell
how
you
many bags do you weigh a
how
day?
many bags. How many bags?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you an estimate on how many bags. The most I've thrown away was about 20 bags.
yeah, same here. I think my max 20 bags of trash in one night that I had to throw out.
But
That's the worst. Trash collection job.
since it's Saturday, Friday, right? When I was at work, the last room I had to do was on the second floor, And oh my God, as soon as I opened the door in that room, it was horrifying.
What
The
was wrong?
smell was horrifying, was horrid. Like
Yeah.
nobody smoked in there. It just it's kind of like one of those smells that that people do whenever they're doing like hair.
Yeah.
It's that kind of smell. And trash everywhere. Literally, I spent in that room for about 30 to 40 minutes getting all the
Jeez.
trash, getting all the linen, getting all the towels. And I'm like, this is bad.
That's crazy. That's disgusting.
And I was like, I was telling them about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, person always does that whenever she's here. I was like, okay.
And they still let her stay there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That blows my mind. Not really.
Right.
Yeah. Some people just don't really understand how to take care of themselves or take care of others, and they become hoarders or just people don't really have a purpose, and they do a lot of things. But hoarders are the absolute worst. The hoarders that have stuff stacked from the bottom of their floor to the ceiling, and it's stuff they never use that sits in a box.
Now, if I'm getting in that kind of situation, right? Because I'm a paper hoarder. I love paper, right?
Right.
Comes to documents, comes to certain things I've already written on. I hoard a lot of paper, and I don't let nobody throw away my paper. Because here's the thing, I might have to get that piece of paper and have to update it, right?
Right.
So when it comes to notebooks and papers, what I'll do is I've gotten to the point where I'll get a bucket, put all that paper in there, close it, put it up, and have to constantly do that because when it comes to paper, I love what I do is when I investigate something, if I do research on something, I write it down. And I used to do tons of research, and Robert will tell you guys he's seen my stacks of paper.
Yeah.
When we were in high school one year, he went in my room and he saw buckets worth of paper. He's like, "Bro, what is this?" And it's like, open one of them up and just take out a file. He took out 5 files on Marvel,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You're very dedicated on all this research, aren't you?" It's like, "Yeah, I am."
He was just a
I have,
really bored child.
yeah. When I get bored, I tend to write or do research, and I'll write it down and keep it.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's even seen I have a record book of wins, losses, championship records, who's won, let's see, who pay-per-views, um wrestling
Cheat
shows
code.
on not cheat codes. This is actual like real wrestling stuff
No, but you did have a whole book full of cheat codes
of every
for
game.
for a game or whatever.
No, not just one game, a lot of games.
Yeah.
And Robert literally is like, does these all work? I was like, yeah, try one out. So he brought over GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, it was San
So
Andreas.
he took the cheat code list that I had for San Andreas, typed him all in. He's like, "Oh fuck, this actually works."
Yeah, he just had a fat booklet like this fat, full of games with like random codes in it. And of course, like a lot of pictures, like you couldn't read them. The one was like, I swear to God, he just scribbled shit down, and the only person that could read him was him. I'd sit there for an hour trying to read that shit, and he'd be like, "Here, give it to me, I'll read it." And he'd read it in 2 seconds. I'd be like, "Dude, your handwriting is horrible. You need to have better handwriting." And he's like, I don't care. That's all that matters."
But Robert will tell you, my handwriting's gotten a lot better
Oh yeah, I'm
since
sure
then.
it has. But back then, no, your handwriting sucked.
Because I would write very fast, and nobody could read my handwriting, and I'm like,
Yeah, you really would. You'd write like crazy.
and he's like, "How is your hand not hurting?" I was like, "Well, we got to realize that with how much writing I do, I spend hours on end writing, and then I'll take like 5 to 10 to 20 minute breaks here and there, and then go back to writing."
Right. So let's tell the viewers what some of the episodes this season are going to be about.
Okay, so first episode was we did the interview. Second episode, which I was not able to attend, was vibing kind of episode, kind of like tonight. I was going to attend, but I had homework to do
Right.
um for college.
So
Third episode,
life happens. I'm
yeah,
glad. Hey, I'm glad you took care of the shit you needed to take care of for college, because the podcast is awesome and it's important. But if you're trying to better your life with college, that's more important. Good
yeah,
on you.
yeah. Third episode, God, what was the third episode about?
Was that the
Um,
architecture?
no. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what the episode's about. I can't
No,
think.
the map.
No,
The
that was
map is like
episode 5. That was episode 5. Episode 4 was the Knights Templar.
yeah. Episode 3 was, so we did Knights Templar, and then we did, oh my goodness, Egypt,
Oh,
the
Egypt.
pyramid.
No, hold on, hold on,
I thought we did do Egypt.
hold on. I'll go look.
I thought we did stuff on the pyramids. I could be wrong. Once again, thank you to all of our
Giant,
dedicated
giant.
followers. Yeah, Giants. Did it on Giants, and then the one before Giants was Egypt.
No,
Thank you so much.
episode 2 was a chill vibe episode. We did Egypt last season.
Oh, we did Egypt last season. Okay, sorry guys, puzzled. But thank you to all the loyal viewers that come here every night and watch Crew and I. You guys mean the world to us. We love doing this, and we love that you guys enjoy it. Love us. So if you could do us a favor, if you enjoy the Robert and Crew show and you love us and you love hearing us and you love just vibing and chilling, could you please like that? Or like that YouTube video, or like that thing on Twitch, or like that thing on X. If so, that helps me out so much. I'm not asking for any money. I'm not asking for any stars. I just simply want you to like the video and share it. Can you do that for me? If you can, you're a loyal fan of the Robert Show. But
Okay,
anyways,
back
what
to what.
are some of the episodes that are going to be coming up?
Okay, so 2 seasons ago, around season 2, we were gonna do a separate show called the Conspiracy and BS Show for just Saturdays, but since that didn't go nowhere, and the co-host that was going to be joining alongside us is, not that great, me and Robert completely put that on the shelf. That's no longer going to be in use. We came up with the Tuesday shows for just the JFK file.
Yeah, that's the See
Which,
You Next Tuesday episode.
yeah, so that's going to be the See You Next Tuesday series, and only for Tuesdays only. So everybody's gonna love that because we got tons of JFK files to go through.
Oh, yeah, we love reading the JFK files. We love going over them because it's the first time. It's the first time we've actually gotten some quality files from the government that aren't redacted from the very first word to the very last word. So it's kind of nice that the big mean orange man released some files for once. And
Now,
if anybody was going to do it, it was going to be Trump. Let's just
yeah,
be honest here. Trump. That's one thing Trump did that I agree with. I agree. Trump should have released all of the files he had control of, and I guess he's also talking about releasing the September 11th files, which I'm really interested to see.
me too.
So I'm really
Now,
happy that he's stuck to his word on the files.
what's all coming out this season? This season we're gonna talk about um architecture for Kansas City. We're gonna do another part in that. We don't know exactly what day. We're gonna continue our European tour series. The next one we're gonna do is Poland, which Robert wants to do Poland next.
Yeah.
We're also going to do
Warsaw.
Mhm.
Warsaw, Poland. Yeah,
Yeah.
specifically Warsaw.
We're also going to do Robert's life story episode. We'll probably not do that till the season finale because there's a big list of questions I'm trying to come up with for Robert.
And that'll be depth, very emotional interview. So y'all have to
Yeah.
forgive me, but you will get to learn where I come from, how I became who I am, and why I'm so proud to be where I am today. That will be a very interesting episode. It'll be a fun episode, and you guys will learn quite a bit about me.
And we'll probably do another Bible episode. We're not sure yet. We're debating on if we will or not. Um, we're going to do another ongoing around the world episode for news.
Yep. Our
We're
news around the world.
I'm gonna talk to my mom, see if she wants to be part of that episode still, and we also will have another guest. We'll probably have 2 people on the show for that. And we're not sure what else we'll do. We'll just we come up on the blue right after each episode. We'll just think of the next episode we'll do. But I think what we'll mainly do this season, because it gets us more interactions and more viewers, is just vibing out.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more like just chilling out talking.
Because after the first episode, me and Robert had a talk and about what we should do this season, and I think we're gonna go more like that route because we've noticed last season that we've had 3 episodes that popped. 2 of them
Yeah,
were
big time.
vibing out.
And one of them was over 3.1K in views.
One of
We
them
had
was
one that was
vibing out.
one.
One was on 411, which I was shocked that got us a lot of views, and then one was like 900 and how many views over.
Well, it's over 1,000. It's over 1,000 now, but that's the weather. So
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna look at what is a hot topic. We're gonna for this season and see how that turns out because we we love to know what you all want to watch. So let us know. Message us
oh, for
privately.
sure.
Tell
You can message
go.
us on YouTube. You can message us on Facebook. You can send us a message on TikTok. On TikTok, Crew's gonna make a TikTok page. Okay, he promised me he's gonna make a TikTok page. He's gonna figure out how to do it. He's gonna make a TikTok page, and then he's gonna send me the information. We're gonna put all of our original TikTok content to there. Uploading the TikTok to my personal page. That personal page is at Robbie Cover. That is ROBBIEKOVER. TikTok. So Robbie Cover at TikTok. Um, go check that page out. With it, each video that we've posted so far of the cast has gotten in the upwards of hundreds of views. Most of them are over 1,000 now. So the podcast is popping, guys, and it's all thanks to you. It's all thanks to the viewers. It's all thanks to the loyal viewership. It's all thanks to Julie. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah,
You are our
thank you,
number one
Julie.
fan. You're the
Yeah.
best, Julie.
Now, what I don't get, and this is what made me funny because I was watching the videos Robert was posting on his personal TikTok. We got over 1,000 views on my story about the pizza.
Yep. Yep.
Being accused of being a pizza thief for some reason. I'm like, what? I'm not no pizza thief.
Dude, that was like one of the best ones because they're just sitting there watching my reaction. I'm just like dumbfounded listening to tell this story about pizza.
Right?
It's freaking hilarious. Great.
Oh my
Well,
gosh, that's
guys,
great.
we've hit the mark of about an hour and 30 minutes. It's actually been an hour and 37 minutes. I think we're going to kick out the stream tonight, but we've had a lot of fun chilling, chatting up, and talking to all of you tonight. It's my it's just what I love to do. I'm going to tell you, and I love you, and thank you for tuning into the Robert and Crew show. It means so much to me, and it means so much to Crew. So tonight, we had a lot of fun chilling out with you, didn't we, Crew?
Definitely.
So until next time, peace out. Much love from the Robert and Crew show.
If you don't like boring news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.